Experience can either mold or mar us. The decisions we make are products of things that have happened either to us or others. But are these experiences the perfect tutors? In this episode, we reflect on how humans have inculcated the quote of experience being the best teacher into their daily lives and its negative effects on generations past and present.
Experience is not the best teacher.
Experience being the best teacher is a waste of time.
Many people do not actually learn from their mistakes. They have to make that mistake over and over and over repeatedly. I can do this.
Yeah. No,
I can do that. I have worked with the president.
There's a story from somebody else that I will tell. I will tell you in the year 1974.
Why is the poor man not rich after experiencing poverty?
I want to go through the pain.
Will somebody just decide?
Exactly.
Allow the sacrificial lambs be the sacrificial lambs.
Some experience gets outdated.
I was around.
No, but he was there.
When you experienced it, what were you doing that?
Greetings to you, my people. We don't come again and they welcome you to this Obonge episode of Unscripted Sit, where everything we will talk here, they 100% unscripted, unfiltered, and we know they hide anything at all. I want to appreciate our wonderful sponsors, Ico Gas and Owawa Restaurant. On this particular episode, I know they here alone. I get the delectable, I get the outstanding, the odogwu wife, the Ankara queen, Debby Billions. Greetings to you, Debby.
Greetings, everyone. On behalf of the community of England, greetings.
I can imagine. Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to savor the beauty of one of the most beautiful, intelligent, smart, good-looking, young, Gen Z body. Z of the good life. Greetings to you, Z.
Hello, everybody.
You're supposed to blush after they talk.
I'm going to try not to blush. I'm trying to be smart today. I'm not going to blush.
Greetings
Hello,
to you.
everybody.
And they call me Edafe, Dmouthpiece, a.k.a. Utonwa, a.k.a. Shawarma Barbecue. Any sweet thing where you like to call me.
Pepper soup, no John.
Pepper soup. If you still add pepper soup.
Anything pepper.
I did tell you.
Okay.
And today we want to talk on experience is not the best teacher. Is experience the best teacher?
I don't think so. I feel like that statement is very deceptive because people feel like experience is the best teacher. So I have to go through life. Life has to go through me. Life has to bend me, squeeze me, suffer, and all of that. It's very unnecessary, really.
No, but do you know that sometimes people like to always learn
From their mistakes. You can go through a lot of mistakes and not learn.
And still don't learn.
Yes, and still not learn from it. So really, thereby you have experienced a lot, but what have you gotten out of that experience? Nothing.
But you sure you will definitely learn something.
Some people will not. Many people will not. I feel like many people will not actually learn anything. Many people do not actually learn from their mistakes. It is later that they have to make that mistake over and over repeatedly. Thereby, you are just wasting the experience there. Because if you experience it once, why then do you have to experience it again?
You're supposed to learn.
Exactly, you're supposed to have actually learned.
Experience being the best teacher is a waste of time.
Word.
Okay. For anybody.
That's so true. Yes.
Experience is not the best teacher. Observation is.
Thank you. Observation is learning from people's current situations.
Yes.
Okay,
You can see somebody at a particular time and you just pick up what you want to pick up from there. You don't have to experience what that person has experienced.
So what if you don't have someone who has actually experienced a particular thing to learn from?
There has been many generations past before us.
Yes.
Go back to the history books.
That is happening now.
That has not happened before. Go back to the books.
Check.
Look
Ask
at
questions.
them. You see.
Exactly, like she said, observation is the best teacher. Ask questions. You learn by observing.
Yeah.
Ask questions. You don't have
And
to
read.
go through.
You don't have to go through.
You don't have to suffer now. No, wait. Really, did you come to this life to suffer? Did you actually come to this life to suffer?
No, it's like there are some persons that just really need to suffer so they will learn.
That's why
nobody needs to
experience
suffer.
is the hardest teacher.
Oh,
opt for, you know, there are different types of tutors, yeah.
Yes.
But some
Yes.
people want the hard one. They want the
Experience
one that
will
will give
teach
them
you,
bass
we flog
boss,
you very,
flog
very well
That's
before
what
you
they want.
learn.
no, but like
And
you
it's not
said,
necessary.
Wisdom
like you
is
said-
what you use to actually decipher whether you need experience, whether you need that hard
Tough experience
That-
or
you
not.
need to
just like
observe.
what she said, some people need this harsh way of
You
learning.
don't always need it.
But
You
sometimes
don't.
I feel it actually spice the thing, whereby if you learn in it, there's this notion, or let me put it that way,
That what
in
you
Nigeria,
don't
that
struggle for, you don't
exactly,
value.
you don't place value
I
on
don't
it.
That's
think
not
that's
exactly
true.
true. It's
I don't
not
think
true.
that's true though, because
It's a wrong notion that we have allowed to seep into
we just
our
like
being
suffering
because we like stress.
I feel like many people, many Nigerians
They like
this.
stress.
We have this variant of Stockholm syndrome where you want to suffer
Yes,
first
if
before
I
you.
don't suffer
I
for
don't
it, I
suffer
will
for
not
this. I will not enjoy it. Just like you are
Why?
eating your rice now, you eat all the rest before you come and eat your meat.
Why?
No, but don't you think if you actually suffer to get something, you have a story to tell, whereby it won't
I'ma
seem
leave
too
story
easy.
for
There's a
Cho,
story
cho,
from
cho.
somebody else that I will tell. I will tell you in the year
Sorry,
1974.
why am I Chino Achebe?
Mr. This, that.
I be Chino Achebe where I dey tell stories. I beg leave story. I beg
As
leave
in,
story for
why?
who get them. See, if you say experience, people need to suffer first, or people they want to value something.
You don't have to.
Why is the poor man not rich after experiencing poverty?
Bless you, my love.
No, we know if you want to place it that way, those truck pushers definitely not
They
them
would
go
have been
rich.
the richest men.
Yeah.
But
Because
no.
they're
I feel the difference
experiencing
between
it.
them and those other persons.
Is luck.
It's
not necessarily
luck.
mean
It's
luck.
learning from
Maybe-
other people's experience. That's the
maybe
difference.
more exposure.
Learning from
Other people's experience. Why do we read books? We read books to live the experience of another
Yes,
person.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
someone has gone through trials, tribulations, and
And you
everything.
pick it
They
up
put
from
in
there. You
books.
don't have to go through it.
Okay,
You
now
don't
let me-
have to suffer.
Let me give an example. Most of our bosses, they always tell you, my background wasn't too easy. I struggled, I suffered. Even our parents, they usually tell us this. I struggled,
and now that
I
is
suffered to get to
wonderful.
this
You
point.
struggled, you suffered. I will use your experience to
To
grow.
not struggle.
I
and
will
suffer.
not
No,
struggle that same struggle.
While you're telling that your child or your employee that your experience is for the person to learn, but sometimes those people they just like to just taste, have a little feel of that experience,
suffering.
yeah, so they can be able to learn.
I can't
not
relate
necessary.
to-
It's
I
not
can't
necessary.
relate.
Have you actually noticed that people that observe, study, and learn do way better?
Yes,
Than people
that
that
people-
decide that
to-
I
to
want to
so- I
feel
want
this
to
thing, I want to
experience
experience it. I want to go through the pain.
Oh,
Do you
will somebody
like
just
torture?
decide?
Exactly.
Yes, people
do
do.
somebody
People,
just decide
Nigerians
to
Yes.
do.
suffer?
No, yes.
We
I
decide that
think
we
people
want
do.
to experience
Because you
these
see
things.
people who you get the opportunity to maybe do something the easier way.
You want the hard
but you
path.
say no. I want to have the
I want to have the
experience.
experience.
I know, and I don't blame them because the workforce, the labor market right now makes it harder because you see somebody that just comes out of school and the person looking for a job, person is seeing 5 years experience.
Yeah.
Who has the 5 years
Who
experience?
has it?
That is
Who has that
another
5
point.
years
If I don't,
experience?
as in, do I have to get that experience before you offer me a job? You
Okay, now,
understand?
Talking about this job now that you brought on, you see a job vacancy. They will say someone who is not above 23 years and has
But
gotten
has
5 years experience.
As in,
Now-
from where to
where?
where?
You understand?
Now you
So
see that it's a problem. It's a
it's a
concurrent
general something.
problem.
So that means
It's
they
a
want
root problem.
They want you to have that experience. Now, how do we have this experience if
How?
we don't go through this
And
work?
it's funny how you can have all the experience. You see some people that say, "Oh, I've worked in this, I've worked in that,
company.
I can do this,
Yeah. No,
I
if you
can
work
do
everywhere,
that.
still
I
not
have
do
worked.
anything.
I have worked with
Zero.
the president. I've worked with this,
Nothing.
but then come and put in the work.
They can't show
Zero.
you any
So
results.
now, can we say experience taught that person anything?
Nothing.
No.
Absolutely
I
nothing.
feel
Completely
experience actually
nothing.
taught that person, but the person refused to learn.
I don't know.
You have to intentionally want to learn if you decided to become the kind of person that shows
You
experience.
can have 10 years experience in
And still
something
not
and
know
you've just been
anything.
repeating
Yes.
the same thing
Yeah,
over and
in a
over
sense, yeah,
actually.
that's true.
But you have not learned anything, you've not diversified.
Yes, I'm of the opinion that we should allow the sacrificial lambs be the sacrificial lambs.
Okay, Okay, those persons that
exactly.
have become the sacrificial lamb.
Yes.
Allow the
You have
sacrificial
done
lamb.
it. Let
Yes.
us enjoy the privileges of you having
Experience,
experienced that
and we just
thing.
flow with
So
it.
that means the
That's why you see
next-
people saying, "Oh, I want to have my children will not have to work. My children will not have to."
I am
Generational
working
Because
on
they
it.
have actually-
I've done
Yeah.
it. I've put in the
I'm
work.
putting in the work, so they
You
don't.
come and just relax.
Okay.
Don't experience anything.
Let me
Oga,
come in from
enjoy.
where you're talking now. Now, when you see some persons, we remember one of our boss that said something that there was one day he had to tell his son to take a normal public transport because this young man is used to car,
And he has
office,
never
he has never
experienced
experienced
You
the
know.
taxi thing, the struggle, the rush of vehicles and everything.
It's a, that one
But
is
I
a
feel
choice.
I feel sometimes you need to just let this your child, in as much as you don't want them to suffer. I feel sometimes you just need to let them have a taste of. So
of it.
yes, because
Now they are
growing up,
having a taste. They are not going through it completely every
It's just
blessed
one day, right?
when
once
you've
or
no,
twice.
It's just
yeah.
when
one
you've
day.
suffered that, you won't definitely
It's
want
just
your
one day.
children to
And
suffer for that.
let me shock you may not even have suffered anything.
Exactly.
Maybe he entered a smooth transport that day. So there was no stress.
Exactly.
Maybe to teach him a lesson, but at the end of the day, maybe he didn't even experience what you wanted him to experience.
And then the crazy thing about experience is that sometimes some experience gets outdated.
Yeah,
That's
like why
Experience-
go through same thing?
The experience that you have now, you can't even apply it to what you are doing currently. It has become outdated. So now, what was the essence
What
of you
next?
suffering that?
You want to experience a new
a
one?
new one.
You're looking for new
A new one.
experiences.
I feel the way Nigeria is, they just tag this experience to be now okay. When you know that this person has worked here for several years, they tend to always pick this person ahead of this person that is just starting. But some sensible organizations, they tend to drag this one that is just starting
And then
who is
build
willing
that person to
Yes,
learn.
exactly.
Yes. Now, what I feel is Nigerian companies and organizations, this is
in
to
the
all of them,
Nigerian
they should
workforce and
stop
labor
limiting
markets.
knowledge and intelligence to experience.
Yes.
It is one of the issues that we have in the country.
Yes, I agree.
Why do you want to employ someone that has 13 years experience?
And then that person
Okay,
can't
you feel
even.
it's
The person's
outdated.
13 years experience is
It's
from
not-
13 years
Yes,
ago.
it's not
Yeah.
even
What we are doing currently, the person can't even
Thank
do it.
you.
The person can't use AI technology.
Exactly.
The
They
person
use
can't
computers.
can't
They
use.
can't use
So why?
laptops.
But
Why?
I feel that experience, when the experience counts, being able to know what to do at a particular situation.
I can learn
Sometimes
that
I
from
feel,
an elderly
Yes.
person.
oh really?
Yes.
You think so? You can learn it
I
in
sit
a short
with people
while.
that are
Yes.
older than me,
And
and
then
I
I
hear
pick
them
it up.
talk. I pick it up from them. Now, you said one of our bosses mentioned taking his son to. So I would ask him, sir, what did you experience when you entered the bus that time? Tell me how it felt for you. You know how it felt when you were on the bus. And when he tells me,
good.
I felt this way. I felt okay. That's how I would feel.
That's how I would
if
feel.
I do the
So I
same
already have
thing.
the experience
So I already
from
have
you.
it
So
I have
in
tapped
my-
that
yes, I have
experience
tapped
So
from
you
it.
don't, so
and
you
I'm
don't
good.
think
You
you
can
need to.
tap experience.
Yes, you can
don't
tap
have
experience. You don't have to
feel.
actually
You don't have to go through it.
Okay, when you mean going through it for a long time, or you just do not want to have
Going
that
through it
feel
at
of it at all.
all. You don't have
But
to.
why?
I'm not saying we're not saying that you don't need to. We're just saying that
It's
if it's not
compulsory.
necessary,
Yes, you don't have,
don't have
to.
to.
Why go through an experience when you can just use that time to do other things?
why go through an experience when you haven't even you won't even pick up anything from it? You're just suffering for suffering's sake.
Exactly.
So that means
You see many people who they make money, they blow it. They make money, they blow it. They are not learning that, oh, I should save. They are experiencing poverty, but they have not picked up anything about saving,
Investment.
multiplying.
Yes.
So why?
None of it. But
So what's
they,
the essence
they
of
keep
that
suffering.
experience? What is the essence of that experience?
Instead of choosing to go through experience as your tutor,
Okay.
opt for books. Opt for intelligent movies.
Observation.
Opt
For
for
people
other,
that have actually
yes,
gone through
opt
things
for
like that.
Observe
conversations with elderly people.
Wise conversations. Sit in wise
conversations.
counsel.
Yes.
Make sure that the kind of
Leave your
people that,
Gen Z circle.
No, but
Go
do
and
you-
meet- no,
For me-
sorry, my love.
wait.
Don't hurt
I
feelings,
don't
my
understand.
love.
Hard
Shot fire.
feelings.
Shot fire.
Hard feelings. Very, very hard feelings. What do you mean by that?
No hard feelings, my love. But even you know that this is true because you roll with a circle of people that are more experienced than you are because you want to learn from them. Am I
That's
right
true.
or right?
That's very true.
Exactly.
But you don't
But
have
for
to
me-
leave.
For
No,
me,
that hurts me.
I still feel that sometimes someone just needs to go through something. Because just like the example you gave, a young man of 20 eventually gets 10 million, and he just, all what comes to his head is party. I'm not saying
Blow
party
it.
is wrong. He's blowing the money. And the next thing you see him calling friends like, guy, how far? If you do me this, if you do me 10K. But when you see someone who is up to 38, 40, I'm not saying foolish people don't grow old. Don't get me wrong.
Fool at
No, no,
40,
that is
foolish
not
people
true.
forever.
Foolish people still grow old. Yes.
Let's
But
not lie.
because of life experiences.
Because I don't know why you're dragging the 20-year-old
because
now.
of because
We
of
just
life
get how they drag
experiences,
us.
all true. Obviously, that 38-year-old man has either felt or had a friend that had something like that and blew the money. Now, giving him that same amount of money,
He
he
will do better.
definitely will. Not necessarily he will do so well, but he
I
will
don't
be
think
very
it's
prudent.
experience
It's
that will
not
make him prudent.
experience.
It is now the wisdom that comes with
It
age.
is not experience. It is not
That-
As
that-
young as I am, I realize that I am as wise as I am currently. I wasn't this wise last year.
No, that's true. As you
Yes.
grow
So it's the
older.
wisdom that
No.
comes with age that makes him know that I should not blow this money. Not
The
necessarily
wisdom-
about
The
experience.
wisdom that comes with age is not necessarily the wisdom that comes with age. It is your ability to be receptive as you get older. As you get older, you begin to see that I should learn more things.
I should do
There are
this
still
should be
people
better.
who
wiser.
are older who
that.
still spend
Who-
money
who
like
decide
that.
not to.
Yes, those
So
ones.
it's
they-
a thing of you being a receptive person to knowledge.
Okay.
Even as a 40-year-old, you may not be receptive to knowledge, so you will still be a fool at 40.
Yes.
There are still
You will
40-year-old
still
that still
squander
thinks
money.
like 20.
Agreed.
So it's your ability to be receptive at a certain age. As you're getting older, you decide that I should open myself up to learning.
To
That
learning
is
and
why.
just
Now
doing
let me give you
better.
a very good example. I'll take us to the past. A lot of our leaders in the past were wise men. I don't want to call names,
Yes.
but you know the people I'm talking about, the
Yes.
heroes past. You know, they brought about Nigeria being a better place. But you know that at that same time, there were old men that were of the same age range that were not doing anything.
That's true.
True.
No, that's
They
true.
were not doing anything. So somebody now of their age group will come out and say, experience is the best teacher. I was around.
No,
during
but,
the days
but he
of-
was
I
there.
experienced
He
it.
was
During
there.
When
World
you
War I.
experienced it, what were
did
you
you
doing
do?
that
No,
time?
do you know
What
that?
was your contribution?
Thank
There is
You were
something-
just there experiencing
Experiencing
the war.
it.
You were
There
running
is
the
something-
basket
contribute
and body.
anything.
Now,
No,
let me
You
tell you
nothing.
something. There is something people say. Now, the person that comes back from the war alive might be the one to tell you that, grenade passed my ear. If he no fight too, but because he was alive.
Yes.
He will tell you he experienced it.
Yes.
After
Now,
experiencing
coming back,
it,
he
what did you
tells-
learn from it?
Nothing. If another
He
war
only
goes now,
survived.
we go and hide.
The only reason exactly he only survived because he was a coward. He didn't learn anything
He
from
didn't
it.
learn anything. He didn't
Okay,
carry
because-
I also
weapons.
feel like the cost of experience is quite high.
It's too high. It's not
You
quite.
suffer
it's
too much
high.
emotionally, mentally. I know things that I probably feel like
And I think this
things
is actually
I have
just for
experienced that
Nigeria.
I
you
wish
know.
I
have
didn't
experienced.
experience those things.
Exactly.
I'm literally having to deal with it. I'm having to heal from it.
Psychologically, emotionally, mentally.
You
You
have
are
to
like,
heal. You have to consciously
have
try
to?
to heal. So really,
you didn't have to
So
go
that means
through
those of us that
things.
experienced a whole lot of things, you're saying that we shouldn't have
Okay,
experienced
no,
it, or
yes,
now
let's
we will
do-
learn from my own
Let's
experience.
bring it to heartbreaks.
Now let's
Issues
go
of the heart.
relationship.
Let's go relationship
Alright.
wise.
Please, you don't need to
You
go
don't need
through
to
multiple
experience it.
heartbreaks. Guy, see, if somebody is messing up your mental health, just leave.
Leave.
You don't need to
Why
go
do you
through
want
all
to
of
go
that.
through
You don't want-
You don't need to
you don't want
experience.
to wait.
I'm not even talking about body count and all of that. No, that's
See,
not even
eh,
it. You don't
you-
have to experience mental torture
You're not
over and
skipping-
over and over and over again just because you want to have experience in marriage.
Maybe
You want to-
maybe the person is just waiting if the other party will
You
change.
will wait
See,
and wait
in
and
the
wait
long
and
run,
suffer.
in the long run, nobody cares about the record you're keeping.
Exactly. You're just marking tally.
You're keeping records
Tally
and you're
marks.
hurting yourself
1,
for no
2, 3,
reason.
4, 5. You are just
Who
stroking it on
sent
the
you?
wall.
Why are you keeping
Exactly.
To
records?
tell
Why?
people that I actually dated.
I don't
this, this, this.
understand.
don't
Is it? Do you
need
need,
to.
are you writing a full scrap sheet of all the people you have dated?
don't
That
need
way somebody
to.
will pass. I don't date that. I've dated that girl. Another one will pass. That girl is my ex. So another one will pass. Me and that girl, we've been running things.
Now,
before.
let me
Now
fire
after
a
running
shot.
things with all these people, what? Have
Let
you-
me
have
let
you
me
married
fire a
anyone?
shot at you guys, at men.
Oh,
What is your obsession with keeping record?
Yes.
Experience. You want to say,
Experiencing
I've
women.
experienced
Next thing
all
you
of
hear
these
is,
women.
me and this girl don't run package.
Why?
I think- okay,
This
I
girl.
will need to
Next
answer
thing
that
you
one
hear
as
is,
a man.
this
No, I
girl,
feel-
me and this girl, me and this
Necessary.
girl don't do things before.
I feel that one is, it doesn't really make any sense because they just do it for the sake of, I mean, be say, bro,
Make people say
because when guys,
don't chop
yeah,
You know
belle.
what
when
I don't
guys have
see?
conversation,
I
they be
don't see
like,
things for girls.
be like,
though.
bro, alpha, I don't do this. See that baby they pass. I don't actually.
Why?
It
Why?
makes
What's
us
the essence?
feel.
It makes you
Okay,
feel
let me give you this
good.
example.
It makes you feel.
Now, if I tell this guy like, I don't run package with that girl.
I greet all of you.
You don't know.
My God.
So you see, it's a different thing
It's gross.
when it comes to.
All I'm
ladies
going to
and
say is,
but I'm not saying
Inyama.
It's gross,
it actually
man.
makes any
Ew.
sense.
It's gross.
that's all I'm going to
I feel like
say.
this year, you guys should
I'm
do
going
better.
to.
I beg.
I would have said more, but all I'm going to say is, ew. Let's just stop at ew.
Really, really
because
It's actually catching cruise. For
you
the
are
guys, you know?
catching cruise and you're experiencing. You're just, I
And
don't
you are
experience. I
building
don't
yourself
chop
up
that
for
girl.
heartaches. As much as men try to make you feel like they're
Oh,
not
they don't care.
experiencing
In a
heartaches,
life,
You really
they
you
are.
feel
care.
those things.
You
They do.
care.
do.
You
They
care.
do.
You don't. It
You
doesn't
care.
really.
You care. You care.
It don't really get to us
Men,
as
it's a
much as
lie.
it does to
It
women.
It's a
does.
lie.
It does.
You
That's why we have
care.
a lot of men out there that go on to do heartbreak spray. They just start
They just start
breaking
breaking
more
people's hearts.
I know we are just
because
pushing.
they're hurt.
Okay, no.
Psychologically,
Let it not
emotionally,
be.
they are
Let it not be
scarred.
like we are just pushing it alone to relationship. But I will tell you this for free: men, we easily move on. So don't see it to be.
Kudos to you, people
Like,
that
it's a
easily
topic
move
for
on.
another day,
But
so let's
then,
just
like
let
I
it go.
said, you don't have to. Babes,
don't have to
let me tell you, my love,
experience
you don't have to.
You don't.
have to experience all of this nonsense to say, okay, I'll experience it before I find the one. Sit in your house, the one will come and
The
meet
one
you.
we
Oh, you will
call.
download the
one-
one now in your house now.
Yeah, you
See,
would
there
download
are
it.
many,
You-
many
the
ways
one
to
will come
find
and
the
meet you.
one.
Love is
See,
not.
on social
Love, don't
media.
let love kill you. I beg, because you are
experience
going through
multiple
heartbreak. I
heartbreaks.
beg.
It's
It's
not
not
needed.
necessary.
For the ladies,
I
it's
beg.
not really good, but the guys we.
So guys, who will break whose hearts now? Eh? It's not really good. So who would not break whose hearts? I beg, you people
Well,
should just do better.
you know, let's
Experience
bring it
also
back
doesn't
home.
always mean progress.
Yes, true.
You can be experiencing and
Okay.
still be in one spot. You have
Finish
packed,
up.
all
going
the
round the
experience
circle.
in this
Yeah.
life, but you're not making progress. You're
Yeah.
not using that experience vitally. So what then is the essence? What exactly is the essence?
Why?
Many people don't prepare their children to learn through their experiences. You find parents who, okay, more of the millennials though.
Okay.
They made money. Many people have this experience. Their parents made money and lost money.
Mm-hmm.
And so they had to go from maybe here
From
to here
zero
as a
to-
child.
from
And you experience this as
hero
a
to
child.
zero?
Yes, from hero to zero. You experienced all of this as a child. Your parents who went through this did not sit you down and tell you that, see, this is what happened. This is how I lost this money, or this is how
Okay.
this happened. And now you are now an adult. You are experiencing the same thing your parents went through. You are now going through it again. Shouldn't you have learned from their experience?
As
You
the
know,
parent.
Yeah. You
Like,
know,
I mean-
parents need to do better.
Yes.
Tell your kids what you went through.
so
and
that
tell
they
them what
don't
you
have to go
learned.
through it
Mistake.
too.
And tell them what you learned.
Yes.
Most of these generational issues.
It's not
the
really
parents'
about
fault.
that.
It's
It's
not
more
really
about
generational issues.
Really?
You need, if you speak
lot
up and
that
have
you-
conversations about things that have happened,
Yes.
the child will know that, okay, if I'm seeing this coming my way, meaning this is the same thing that happened to my
Yes, and then
parents, and I'm
you
going to
find a
avoid
way
it.
out.
I'm going to evade
So
it.
how about maybe the children that just want to just, all right, what will be will be. Let me just live.
Why
the life.
would you say
You
and say
cannot
what will
see.
be?
You cannot see it coming and say what will
decide
be.
to
Will
let
be.
it be.
Like I use this example of people who have made money. Okay, for example, as a child, I saw like, I use myself as an example. I saw my parents go from this to this because of a bad business deal.
Yeah.
And because I know what that was, now when I want to make deals, when
You're
I
more
want to,
careful.
I'm more careful. I'm more,
So as not to
exactly, so as
repeat
not to repeat
Experience
that.
the same
And I
thing.
see that in all of my siblings. They are so careful when it comes to spending.
Mm-hmm.
So we have learned from our parents' experiences.
Yes. And that
Now
is
you-
how it should be.
that is exactly how it should
No,
be.
true.
You see
I agree.
people who your parents have gone through this,
You don't
but
have
you're
to
also
go
making
through
the
it
same
too.
mistake.
You
Why?
don't have
So that means
to.
I feel that this thing is just a Nigerian thing that you must have an experience.
Yeah, you
It's
know,
an
it's
I feel
it's a
it.
very, very, it's very.
And it has really eaten so deep.
Yes, that's
Mm-hmm.
even very deep. That they will, even parents will tell you, go and experience it, that you will know how it
They'll
is.
tell you,
Where did
your
you
They
child
always say
wants
that
to,
in school.
your
when
child
you're in
wants
school.
to go for NYSC. Anywhere they send you, go and
Go and
experience it.
it. Your child is going to a public school. You know you can afford a private school, but you're like,
No,
go to a public school, go and
experience
experience it.
it.
Why?
You just like
Everybody
suffer.
must not experience
You
what
don't
you
like
And,
experience.
and most some of the
It's-
times when these children go out and when the parents push the children to like, all right, go experience this particular thing.
the story is something else. The
It always turns out
the outcome
bad.
is
That's just the
disastrous.
truth. It always
Yeah.
turns out really, really bad. You see people
Yeah.
like, hey, go to boarding school. You will experience
Yeah,
life.
you experience life.
Really?
Why? Is it necessary?
Really?
Most of these experiences are not necessary.
Exactly.
You must
They are
not
not
experience it.
vital experiences that you can say,
Yeah.
okay, I experienced this and I am using that experience in this part of my life. No. You just experience nonsense.
For no reason.
It's just like your parents could afford a private university, but they sent you to a public university.
To
And then
experience.
you are there. You live in a hostel that is crappy. You just experienced a lot of health
You're falling
issues.
sick.
You're falling sick. What was it?
Was it necessary?
Exactly.
Was
I,
it necessary?
I still feel maybe the parents just want that child to have a little feel.
Our parents
Just a
should do
little
better.
In conclusion, for me, Sha, experience is not the best teacher, Sha.
Now, the truth is, we can't completely scrap out experience.
Yes, that
But
is my
please,
point.
let us limit experience.
No,
So they are-
you
we
should-
in Nigeria, we are turning this experience to be suffering. Yes, that is where
You can
I
experience
don't
without
really
So
accept.
they're not good experience.
Thank you.
Take me to the Maldives.
Thank you.
Take me on a
Mauritius.
vacation.
Take me shopping.
Good
Can't there be good
experience.
experience? Must
Why
it
can't
be
you
bad
give me good experience?
Must it be bad experience? Experience. You need to have experience. Okay. I'll have experience. Give me good
let us
experiences.
tilt it from bad experience to good experience. Yes, we like experience. Let us experience stuff, but please let it be good ones.
experience. Now
Must
you
not
see,
always
you
be
see
bad.
all
Must
the
not be
okay. Let me
bad.
just
So
let
far,
me-
no, they tire you.
let me deviate a little too. You see all the entertainers. Ask majority of them, they'll tell you, Baba, my papa suffer. My papa this, my papa. Is it that they're like all their parents were suffering? So now they are pushing it to be, if not that my father suffered.
You would have not been a better person.
And that's what we are saying about learning from other people's experience. You see, say, in not 2 days for house. So you are the one that has to
You
use
have to be
your sense to go
wiser.
and
You
hustle.
need to use the
So if
wisdom.
you didn't learn from your parents' mistake,
Now-
then you too, you'll still they suffer.
How with their own kids now? Their story will be, my daddy was smart.
Yes,
that is
now.
why I have.
And
this
that's why I
life.
have this knowledge.
And
That's why I'm
the
the way
children
I
will
am
actually see
today.
that if it happens.
They will, and that is how it's supposed to be. You build yourself in a way that your kids don't have to go through a bad experience.
You learn
like
from
you.
other people's experiences
so that you can,
do better.
So that your
People
kids,
learn from your
you know,
experiences so that they can do better.
better
And then
than
it just
you.
gets better
Yeah.
So that
and
means
better.
watching
better.
If we
watch
have that
your-
cycle, at a point, people will start having bad experiences.
yes, it will just stop at a point.
Bad experiences will fade out.
Yes, because everyone is
Gradually,
not
yeah.
beginning to have good
experiences.
experiences. Good
It will- because you're
experiences. It
learning-
will just continue like
I
that.
won't make the same mistakes you made, but I will make
Yes.
my own mistakes.
Yes.
Okay.
Then
The
other
next
person will
person
not make
tries
the
not
same
to make
mistake
my
I
It will
did.
be not.
mistake.
It won't be so bad.
We won't be having
You know,
repeated
at a point,
mistakes
nobody
over and over.
At a point, you notice that they will start making lesser mistakes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the
It gets
bad
better.
experiences will fade out.
Yeah.
But for
It will
me-
fade out of the system.
But
Yeah.
I still feel that the experience thing should not just move totally away. I
And
think
that's-
we should just
you
still
know,
have a feel.
That's why we said
of
good
it.
experiences over
Bad experiences. I learned from your bad experiences.
So I
I don't
have good
repeat
ones.
it. Doesn't mean
Yes.
that I'm not going to make my own mistakes.
Yes.
Another person learns from my mistakes, so they don't
You don't
repeat
repeat
my
it.
mistakes, but they make
Yes.
their own
Yes.
mistakes and learn from their own mistakes. It's just like me now. I know that okay, I've seen that my friend in her relationship, she made a certain mistake or something happened. Obviously, I won't do that. Won't happen to me. But then another thing that I didn't even think about towards that direction will happen to
happen.
me.
You can
Another
tell.
person will
Sure.
learn from that
you.
one that happened to me, and that's how
Yeah.
it goes. It's just like a
Yeah.
But
cycle,
what I understand
and it
is
gets
in
better.
in one way or the other, everybody actually has
a
his or
unique
her
experience.
Unique
A
experience.
unique
You don't really-
experience.
I get where you all are coming from. You don't really need to
Experience
pass through
another
that
person's own.
difficult
That's
experience.
another person has already passed.
Because,
Yeah.
because
Why
if
are you
pass
doing
through that difficult
repetition?
experience,
Yeah.
Why are
you
you
will still pass
repeating
through
it?
your own experience.
Yeah, so why
That's
are you
double
adding
trouble.
to your own?
Double trouble.
You know,
Can
exactly.
you
another
imagine?
thing,
Just do
another thing
yourself.
I feel is Nigerians, we have this problem of hiding our experiences
Yes,
because we judge. Nigerians
that's
listen
so
and
true.
judge.
We listen and
So
judge.
So we would
Judge.
rather experience it in and lock it
keep
up.
it to myself.
Keep it to myself.
Another person will
allow
not learn
you-
from
and
my
Let
allow
the
you.
other person go and see
Another
this
person will
pepper.
not learn from
You
my
know?
own.
So
Yeah.
I feel we should
I will
learn
not
to
go through this
we should
alone.
learn to say the things we go through.
Yes, that's
people
the
can-
truth.
People can
People
learn
can
from
I
learn
think,
from
yes.
it.
I think
yes.
if people learn to speak up,
Yes,
Yes.
what they've
others
gone
can
through,
Yes,
others
that's
can
so
learn. Like,
true.
Yes.
And Honestly,
just
I can't
bottling it
lie.
up.
On Unscripted, it's been really, really nice that people come on here
To
and talk
tell
about their
their life
experiences.
stories.
That way, you know that if you're watching from home, obviously you won't make the same mistake that
Yes,
this
yes.
person has made eventually in life, and that's our own way of not letting you go through bad experiences.
Yeah.
That's what we can do for you at least.
Well,
We may
thank you
not do
so
so
much,
much, but
man.
that's what we can do. We're
All right.
always here for you for
All
that.
right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a wonderful time with Z of the Good Life and the
Yes.
Ankara boss herself, Debby Billions, and also myself, Edafe, Dmouthpiece. And this is us telling you that experience
Is not
the best teacher.